Have you ever heard of this concept of fighting with your back against the wall? In boxing, they say fighting with your back against the ropes, right? They say one of the most difficult things you can do is fight yourself out of a hole. And while I do believe that's difficult, I believe there's something even more difficult. You see, I'm a guy who grew up in an environment in the United States of America where, my parents were not ultra wealthy, but we definitely had nice things. And one thing I've learned from being in an environment like this and seeing other situations, living in Brazil for 2 years, seeing how difficult it is there, is that, fighting yourself out of a hole, fighting yourself, fighting with your back against the wall, that's difficult. But you want to know what's more difficult? Imagine taking that person with their back against the wall and putting a pillow there and making it seem a bit more comfortable. If there was a pillow there, you would have a tendency to fall asleep. You would have a tendency to lull yourself into the idea that wall's not as hard as it is. Guys, I believe that fighting ourselves out of poverty is one thing, but fighting ourselves out of complacency, that is a much bigger challenge that I believe our entire country has today. And so you may be in a situation where, you didn't have the greatest life ever, but if you're watching this video, it's much better than it could be. And maybe you're fighting that battle right now and you don't even know it. And so my challenge to you watching this video today is that if you're in a good environment, fight yourself out of that. Go find great.